Yes, I'm Joseph Shaman Kamara. Well, I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the company, Waterfall Investments, and I also provide technical inputs at multiple levels, but I do work with managers and other members of my team. So I provide overall leadership. This is the Waterfall Center, where we are currently doing an onion demonstration. We're currently preparing, we actually initiated transplanting operations, and we are progressing gradually on that. That's where we are.
In terms of the nursing department, any crops wey dey nurse, na me dey see how best the crops dey go.
We are at the stage of transplanting, but before that, we initiated nursery bed preparations, and we have been through. This is the 8th week. Sorry, the 7th week. We'll be in the 8th week next week, and for the nursery preparations, we did the seed beds. We added various nutrients. We treated the beds, and we brought in borrowed topsoil from the neighborhood. There is an oil palm plantation, which is a very old one, from which we sourced our topsoil. It's very good in nitrogen and carbon. We incorporated that with a compost made from various composting materials, mainly cow dung or cattle dung, and sawdust and other vegetation we find around. We incorporated that into the seed beds before we treated, and then sowed our seeds. The seeds have been there. We've been providing the various fertility and pest management activities as we progressed. We are sourcing water currently from an industrial grade borehole, which is providing 24-hour continuous supply. As long as we can provide power, we'll get water. But of course, that's not the only source. We are presently at the advanced stages of getting 3 other wells ready for the same purpose, and we are hoping that all of these will be the sources to use to cover the entire field. In terms of delivery of irrigation water, we are using a mix of, for now, mainly the manual delivery with watering cans, but we do have some very few sprinklers. You'll see them in the field, very few, and we have started deploying drip tips for a drip irrigation system, which I hope we will continue to expand on as the planting progresses, if we are able to get the funds to do that. But the potential is there for us to use a diversified approach to the irrigation solution, which, by the way, is critical to success. Onion requires a large amount of water provided continuously. So we'll hope that we have figured out the right way to supply the irrigation needs. For pest management, we are using mainly hand picking for pests, but we complement that with minimal use of chemicals. For control of fungi, we're using fungicides, Mancozeb to be precise, and of course we do fertigation. We are using soluble fertilizers which are incorporated with the water used in irrigation to feed our crops. So the seedlings are doing very well, and some of them have already been taken to the field, as you would discover when you actually visit the field. We're targeting bulb onions, and we are using the Texas Aligrano variety. We are expecting to harvest by June, July.
Well, the impact to me already, I'm not the one that get experience than I want, because already I'm not the get idea. Now we don't plant just this year, I don't get idea. We be see, in fact, I'll be able to teach somebody now how to plant onion.
Our recruitment policy is open. We call out for interested workers. They come in, we screen them on the basis of what we perceive to be their interests and abilities. And then we try to maintain a good balance between men and women. You will observe that we have that good mix when you get to the field. And these are very highly motivated workers. I say so because when you consider the number of hours they spend here, obviously you will understand what I mean. They start work at 6:30 and close the day at 7:30. Sometimes we work up to 9:10 when it's necessary. Of course, we have our incentive system. We make sure they are adequately compensated. So that's one thing we do. We also provide lunch, and we give them a decent break period, which is a 3-hour break between 11:30 and 2:30. So that's what I can say with respect to the staff I have on the ground.
What I get from the farm, it benefits me because, like for the cause what they do right now, I'm not the sales be there for help me for do me cause. I'll not be the succeed really. At times so I go pay, the money not enough from me. So I decide for left that particular side there, they are everybody's project, they are kaya. So for me, I don't kaya now really it help me. I don't even go far with me fees. So it help me and families there.
Well, now that alone, in fact, it don't help me because that like how we talk and we talk, so the impact, even to me, say we say that I will feed me own family now, and an impact that one. Even some people then they we say I can even help family out of weight I they get from waiting, then they pay me, so I will help my family. So I know it's a big impact that one day.
My founders, well, I would say this project is being facilitated through the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry. And my involvement has been through a partnership with 2020 Group, which is in a contractual arrangement with the ministry to deploy some onion demonstration plots across the country. So, of course, I'm also providing some significant inputs here. So that's what I can tell you with respect to who the funders are. It's coming in as a joint effort between the government, a private company, and another private company.